Welcome to Cash Flow Advisory Program. I have an awesome guest today. My good friend Mais Caribbean is here today, and we're gonna have an awesome program. Mais, welcome. Good
Thank you.
to see you.
Good to see you.
Please introduce yourself to my followers.
Thank you, Gagik, for having me. I appreciate your time, your effort, your program. And I do want to say I learned a lot from you. So that means a lot to me. I'm Mais. I've been in financial services industry over 22 years. And I have a similar background like Gagik in real estate as well. And we try to help and leverage each other knowledge. But definitely I learned way more from you because your experience is much higher. So I appreciate that.
Thank you so much for wonderful words. It goes both ways. I learn a lot from you too. So we pretty much network together. We also have we also have a mastermind group, and which I would like to talk about today a little bit more about that mastermind group. Today, after when the video finishes, I want you to please, if you want to be part of our mastermind group.
We can put a link where they can start register.
Yes, and this is something that we like networking event. We get together, we share ideas, we talk about the businesses, we talk about real estate, we talk about the insurance, pretty much how to be successful, how to build business. And if you have and if they want to attend our mastermind group,
we can have the link where you can require basic information: first name, last name, email, and once we come up with the date, we'll announce it, and people can start. Awesome. This way we can count how many people to expect.
Right. So the end of this video, please put mastermind group. So if that way we'll see if you're interested, we will sign you up. We will register you, and next event we will invite them.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Okay, and don't forget to also share our video so that more people get involved.
And subscribe to the channel.
Absolutely. Mais, you are very successful in your industry, successful in life. And I want you to share your ideas, and I have some questions for you.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm ready.
What is financial freedom means to you?
I think I got that question asked many times, and I believe that financial freedom for everybody is different. But for me, I want to be at the point, and that's the direction I'm working, where after an age that I decided that if I work, it's not going to be for money anymore. I want to work because I just like what I do. I don't see myself retiring. However, I want to retire financially in a sense where everything that I build in my life and the investments I did and whatever I created in my business, it covers all my lifestyle expenses, and I have very good amounts still left behind to reinvest, resave, and just do whatever I like to do. And when I come to that point, my goal is to work like 3 days a week, and just for fun. Whether I make money or no, it doesn't make a difference anymore.
Coach other people.
Yeah, and just help.
Absolutely.
Because I'm a big believer of giving back. And I think that's one of the reasons we do videos like this, because you have a lot of wisdom to give back.
Sure.
And I try to do the same thing. And there was a time where someone taught us.
Absolutely.
And I think one of the best feelings is giving back. So.
Absolutely. Most successful people, they have certain way of starting their day.
How's mine?
How you start your day?
Well, if we're talking Monday to Friday, it's a little different. Weekend is a little bit different. But I always, because when you're running a business and you're self-employed and you don't have a boss, one of the hardest things that self-employed and business owners have is because you don't have a boss, you don't have nobody to tell you what to do, when to do it. So what I did personally, I create my calendar into 2 parts. So I have a blue collar calendar, which is, I call it the default, my default calendar. and whatever appointments I have, it's on yellow color. So Monday to Friday, I have a set schedule. Each day, what part of the day I'm gonna do certain things. So in the mornings, I wake up at the same time. If I have to work out, it's the same time. And some of the evenings where I have follow-up calls, same thing. It repeats all the time. This way keeps me very focused. So I don't go by the day, what the day is gonna surprise me. I stay on my agenda at least 90% of the time. I don't get distracted. Things happens in life, I stay focused on my schedule, so this way I become productive. What I learned is most people, they wake up and they start thinking what they're gonna do today. It's already failure day. It's better you stay home, enjoy tomorrow,
plan
it ahead of time. So that's what helps me to stay focused.
Awesome tips. Awesome tips. I at this moment, a lot of people are following us and watching this program, and I'm sure they're taking also lots of notes.
Yeah.
And of course, by taking lots of notes, and you will always go back and review your notes, and you will learn a lot from that.
Yeah.
And also, don't forget, you can follow Mice.
At
what
Mice
channels?
Mike Caribbean.
What channels they can follow you?
Any social media platform, it's the same name, at Mice Mike Caribbean.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
we'll tag it each other
Sure,
so they
sure.
see. Yeah.
In your opinion, what separates successful people from poor people, Mice?
There's many factors, but I guess the maybe top few points that I can mention. I believe successful people, they know what they want in life. And what I realized, people who become successful, generally they have the answers of these 4 questions. What, when, how, and the 4th one is who. They know who they are, they know what they want in life, whether it's personal life, business life, and they know when they're gonna accomplish. They have a timeline. They don't just say, hey, I wanna have this, I wanna write a book, I wanna start a business. They have a deadline. And once you understand and answer these questions personally, I think automatically, at least mentally, you're gonna separate yourself and go towards the successful direction. In other hand, people who don't become successful, they just live life casually. Their what, how, when, and who always changes. They want this, now they want that. They want to be this person, now they change. They copy somebody else. They always rotate those answers, and there's no timeline. So if you can answer these questions and be specific about it, I think not only mentally, physically, and financially, you'll start to become more successful.
The focus and discipline will lead you. Yeah, so
absolutely.
you have to stay focused.
Yeah.
I want to remind our viewers that we have a mastermind group.
Yes.
And for next event, if you are interested, at the end of this program, please comment mastermind, and that way we will contact you and we'll register for upcoming next our event.
Yeah. And I think that's powerful, Gagik, because events like that will change your mindset, and you never know who you're going to meet. Networking.
Absolutely. So we generally, we're going to share lots of good ideas, how to build business, how to be successful, and like you mentioned, you never know who you're going to meet there.
Yeah.
Maybe next millionaire, next billionaire.
I mean, we met in a networking event
exactly,
years ago.
Exactly. So more you learn, more you will earn.
Yeah. That's a good quote.
Absolutely. In your opinion, how can negative people impact your life, and how can successful people impact your life?
I think they're both going to impact your life.
And how you stay away from all this negativity?
Look, when I say negative people, I don't mean I don't like them. I just don't like their thinking. Because there are a lot of good people, they just have a negative thoughts about life. So what I try to do is, I always try to pull people up. If someone is negative about life, I'm not afraid of telling them. I'm not afraid of telling, you know what, hey, the
They
way
need
you
help.
think,
They need help, yes.
it's really impacting your life. And a lot of times what I realize, these negative people, they don't notice that about themselves. And when you tell them, they don't want to accept it. But what I ask them, I'm like, hey, look at your life. Let's say you're 40 years old, you're 50 years old. Are you happy with your results? And guess what? They know a lot of things, they're not happy about it. And I tell them, hey, if you continue thinking same way, next 5 years, next 10 years, it's going to be the same picture. So if you don't change for me, change for you first.
Absolutely.
And you know, I try not to blame them. I try to little bit give them education and help them. But end of the day, when I come to a point, I realize this person is not ready to be helped, I just keep a distance. That's it.
You know,
You cannot force them.
Yes, you know what I tried sometime. 10 days not to complain about anything. That's a challenge.
That's a tough one.
That's a challenge.
Yeah.
Not to complain about the weather, about anything. Something goes wrong.
Traffic,
you know. Imagine, I would recommend to my viewers to try practice that. 10 days not to complain about anything. Like I mentioned, the traffic, it could be traffic or pollution or smog or traffic, you know. So even simple things, if you try for 10 days and see how it is going to impact and improve your life.
Absolutely. I believe in that.
Yes. So my next question, how can people change their life and improve their life? How they can start develop the good skills, you know?
Yeah. I think everybody can if they're willing to. Most people, unless you have a special mental condition, then that's something, that's a different topic, that's excusable. But if you're a normal individual, you have a brain, and you have the willingness to change, you can. So first thing I want to tell you, you can change. Anybody can change if they want to. Now, how can they? It's you gotta really understand that you are a product of your environment. You want to first change the people you associate with so you can learn healthy hobbies, successful hobbies from them and implement it in your life. So
it starts with you first.
Yeah,
you have to change yourself.
Yes.
And then change
start hanging out with
everything
good people.
Everything starts with yourself, you
Absolutely.
know. So yeah, I absolutely agree
go back,
with you.
like say, last 30 days, who are the people you talk to? Look at their lifestyle, emotionally, financially, personal. Do you see success in their life? If you don't, they cannot teach you something they don't have. So change those associations.
Surround yourself, right? There are
Yeah.
successful people that you can always learn and yeah. What is important? Why is it important to invest in for example, in cash producing assets, like cash producing properties?
Yeah.
Why you think it is important?
Yeah, I think that's something I'm gonna learn more from you. But as much as I learn about it, I think it goes back to earlier we talked. Once you build the income, because I learned in the business world and in life generally, there's two types of income, active and passive. We all start with active. Active means we have to be active, work to make the money. But once you learn that, you want to start saving, investing slowly into different assets. And I believe one of the main ones, and most people become wealthy with real estate, invest slowly in real estate projects, small, and then you can grow it. And eventually, as time goes back, that's going to generate that cash flow where you can go back and ask yourself, hey, let's assume you have a 20,000 or 30,000 investment income coming and your monthly expenses is 15,000. If you really want, you can retire. Why? Because it's going to cover your expenses. You're still going to have a good 10, 15,000 to put aside. If you don't want to work, you don't have to. But if you're somebody that likes life and is active individual, you're still going to work, but your focus is not going to be money.
You're right. I think you will receive the financial freedom, right? The financial freedom when you receive you will be free to do anything and everything you want to do.
And Gagik, you know, people say, retire. I want to retire. Retirement is age 65. Who told you it's 65?
It's all numbers, right?
It's a numbers.
It's how you think, right?
Exactly. If you come to that formula, you create that formula and you're, let's say, age 45, then your retirement age can be 45. So
true. So whatever skills we learn, whatever we learn, we want to make sure we teach you, we coach you, and this is why the end of this program, we invite you to comment below mastermind group that we are gonna. It's gonna take place. We'll let you know if you want to be. Yes, we will. If you are interested, just comment below mastermind group, and we will call you and register you so that way you will be part of our next event.
Yep.
I think I have one more question
Sure.
for you.
That's fine.
And then, you know, if you have
summarize.
something to summarize, and exactly. What is the best advice you ever received?
Oh, well, I'm thinking not because which advice, I mean, what advice? There's so many.
Yes.
I got advice from different walks of life, from different individuals. But I think one of the best one, I guess I can say, if once you find out what you love, because believe it or not, maybe 40-50% of our time we spend it in our lifetime, the work we do. So I learned this from young age. Do something you love, because when you do, you don't feel working, you feel enjoying. And because we spend so much time at work, and that goes out of our life, our emotions. And if you enjoy what you do, you go work happily, you go to the office happily, your workplace happily. It gives you better health also. So whatever age you are, if you love what you do, continue, but try to become entrepreneur in that field. If you don't like what you do, change it. I don't care what age you are, you can change it. It's better to start something fresh again, but do it with love, versus you're like, hey, I've been doing this 10 years, I hate it, but you know, what else can I do? Just change it. It's much better.
I like what you said. It's better take risk when you're young.
Yeah.
When you become, let's say, 60 or 70,
it's going to be so hard.
It's going to be very hard for you to take those risks. But when you're young, take that risk when you're young, because then don't be afraid of failures. Yeah. Right?
Failure, change.
Don't be afraid of failures. A failure is going to impact you, improve your life, and this is really how you're going to learn to improve your life. Yeah. So Mais, I really appreciate you stopping by.
It's my honor.
Today's
I appreciate
wonderful show. I want to thank you for coming, and thank you for my viewers.
No, thank you too. Thank you for having me.
One more time, please. After this video, comment below mastermind group if you guys want to be part of our mastermind group. It's going to be next event, so just comment below mastermind group, so that way Mais and I will contact you, will call you, and register you. If you have something,
few words, all I can say, thank you Gagik again, and thank you everybody for watching this. Look, we live once. I think we all deserve a good life, but just because we deserve doesn't mean we're gonna have it. You have to fight for it. You gotta build that life, and no one gonna do it for you. You're gonna do it for you, but other people can help you by giving ideas and being examples to you. But end of the day, you gotta make those changes. So don't wait. Change your life, change the direction of your life, and just leave a good example for you and for people around you. That's my biggest thing.
Awesome advice. Awesome advice to my viewers. You can follow me YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Mais also. Please support our channels, and we will see you soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care.